Hey, YouTube. Good morning. Happy Friday. Well, I wanted to come on here and say a couple of things, a couple of words about this person who I did not know. As far as I know, we never encountered each other online, but another YouTuber has killed themselves. Apparently. We can't say absolutely yet because it hasn't been confirmed by a major news network. We can just say that many of the bloggers and bloggers are talking about this story starting last night. Right? So I never encountered this woman. I did go to her page. Her page is still up. So, I am with names. Soncerae, Soncerae Smith. Soncerae Smith. She appeared to be a beautiful woman. She appeared to be a successful woman. She was certainly successful on social media. I think she has some other things going for her as well, modeling and other things she had going in her life. She described herself as a businesswoman. This woman has taken her life. Now, they say it's because of cyberbullying. And I think it's a cautionary tale, and I hope that's the right way to use cautionary tale. I know that's it was used in some old book or something, but what could happen? And here we see these people. And we're here in the beef sector, but there are all kind of sectors on YouTube. We don't know what's going on with those teenagers. We don't know what's going on in, whatever, however she defined her sector. There's all kind of sectors on here. So I'm sure there's more than one or two cases of people who have offed themselves because of YouTube or the internet. So it's a very sad story. But we should be cautious about the way we go at people. You don't know nothing about these people. All of this constant badgering, belittling, degrading people, I've never liked it. But I'm just saying that some people should just brush that off. It ain't nothing. And some people you may really be hurting. You may really be hurting. People coming in here identifying themselves, oh, I'm bipolar. And then you just go step right over that and go right on to talk about how ugly they are. Whatever. We have to be responsible with this thing, right? Now, apparently this girl, Soncerae, her issue has been with some online bullying, a stalker, perhaps. This story is so fresh that the details are not really out there, so I don't really want to speak on them. But apparently she was involved with a man, so it could be a romantic entanglement. Whatever. Bottom line is the person taking their life. That would be great if this is all just she walks out of somewhere and is still alive because they haven't confirmed her death. I think the lady, what's the lady? The brain. I believe she called the coroner and tried to track down the case and did not have any results. So we can't say absolutely the person's dead yet. But it looks like that's what it's gonna be. All I'm saying is be cautious of how you treat people. You don't know who you're talking to. He's preaching you are constantly stumping into the ground. They might be on the verge of suicide when they woke up that morning. And your mouth and your insults could push them over the edge. It could happen. I'm sure it has happened. Right? All these people talking about I'm going to dox this one and dox that one. And apparently, from what I've heard, this thing stems from somebody posting nude pictures of this woman. Unflattering nude pictures of her online. That happened very recently. It could be that. More will be revealed. But it's the same thing as doxing people. You cause these people to lose their job. You cause these people to lose their children. You cause CPS to come in, take their children away from them. You don't know where people are, honey. So be cautious. If somebody wants to play with you, then you both need to be playing. Don't one person just using another person for their clicks and views without even recognizing they're talking to a human being that they don't know. All this talking about how ugly they are, like some are so beautiful and others are so ugly. If you're so beautiful, why you got to talk about how ugly somebody else is? You wouldn't have any insecurity around that, right? I'm not innocent. I've went off on people. I try not to be just horribly nasty to people. And sometimes you just got to pull away. Listen, if this thing is going into the toilet and it's getting more and more vicious, and I'm actually feeling some kind of way when I turn my computer off, then I have to separate from that. Separate it from it completely. This is toxic for me. I'm not having a good time. It doesn't feel good when I get offline. That kind of thing. Then sometimes you gotta let them go. Now, why this girl couldn't just pull away from social media altogether? Perhaps she had become dependent on this as her income or as her social experience or whatever, or her life, she lived out her life online, and it was a very big deal when they took that away from her. Or maybe she didn't feel comfortable just walking away from it, or just turning it off, turn the channel down. I mean, who knows? We don't know the details of this particular woman's story. But let's just say to our own selves, if this thing gets to be too stressful, too ugly, too nasty, then we have to have the courage to walk away from it. Figure out another way to make a living. It ain't worth it. That person would have to be, I don't know anything about suicide. I just know that a person has to be awful upset, awful afraid, awful unhappy to take their own life. Particularly, they say the woman had a couple of children. Gosh, she seems so beautiful and so educated, so well spoken. But it doesn't make a difference, does it? Because our friend Ty, when he did that last year, he was a successful guy as well, an attractive guy as well, a young guy as well. You know, it seems like he had it going on. So, online bullying. We can expect some of that from teenagers. You know how teenagers are, how nasty they were in school, remember. But for adults, grown people on YouTube, we should not be going for the jugular. Want to play, you want to roast the gag a little bit, you know, find somebody who wants to play with you. When they do not want to play with you, leave people alone. That's my opinion. God bless this girl's family. We don't want to be in here running our mouths too much about it since we don't know anything about it, you know. These people still have families. People are still struggling and trying to figure it out. But I do want to say that online bullying can have disastrous consequences, even with adults. You would think adults who are smart and beautiful and all that stuff would have no sense to walk away from it, but we don't know. We don't know a damn thing going on in anybody else's house. These people you calling, talking about their homes and all that, they could be on their third notice for eviction. We don't know. We don't know what state they're. They come on here, they want to put on a hard face. They want to act tough and rough. And nothing affects me. But we don't know if that's the real person or not. They could be just putting on a front. Right? Anyway, God bless this girl's family. I pray if there's any possibility that she's still alive somewhere, that she would show herself. Bless your family. Do the best you can. Later, people.